Someday, I hope to collect all of the Mike and Ike Hammer comics and place them here. The door to my back storage room is locked. That's strange. Oh, I had this door permanently sealed as it opened directly into my bedroom. People thought that was awfully presumptuous of me.
Wow, nothing is so simple or wonderfully effective as blunt force trauma.
His filing techniques are crude at best. Well, even I wouldn't stoop so low as to reading someone's diary. Problem with vid phones is you can't call anyone from the bathroom anymore. Well, you shouldn't. If this woman has been doing business with Maldonado, maybe someone else on Chandler Avenue will recognize her. That accomplished nothing. Emily? Oh man, I hope she's doing this to get through school. It's the only roach hotel where you have a better chance of survival inside than outside. These dumpsters have housed various individuals over the years. It's always nice to know I'll have a place to go if I can't make rent. This became a highly sought-after neighborhood post-World War III when it was found that the radiation couldn't penetrate through all the lead paint. Yeah, some things never change, but biodegrade. This place could use a woman's touch.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Yeah, I've seen this woman in here. In fact, she picked up a piece of mail that's been delivered here. I might be able to get a name or address for you. Let me see if I have an image of the envelope. Yep, got it. I'll print it out for you. That crusty old perv is always coming in here trying to get a peek at my underpixels. Let me check. I can confirm that Mason Bauers has been a registered guest here. Sorry, Tex. I'm not allowed to give out any more information than that. I think the kid who works here has a crush on me. Maybe one of these days I'll rock his little world. If I could smell, I'm pretty sure he would stink. Always looks like he's up to something unsavory. The Ritz landlord? Seems like he may have a couple of screws loose, but nice enough.
Holly sends the information about the mystery woman to my smart Alex, and I get a new location on the map. It's on the coast near Monterey. Whoever owns this place has mucho dinero. Whoa. I get in my speeder and realize I'm very wobbly and my vision's pretty fuzzy. I realize it's finally time to get this head wound checked out and some professional input on what's happened to me. And now's as good a time as any. I call a cab, and I'm on my way to the North Hill Clinic.
Where are you headed?
North Hill Clinic.
Well, I better step on it. You look like you're in pretty bad shape. Your eyes are really bloodshot.
Yeah, you should see it from this side.
Live around here?
Yeah, I do. Live at the Ritz.
I've heard there's a lot of Morlocks in that area.
Morlocks?
That's what they call them. Some new, crazy type of mutant.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're attacking people.
On Chandler Avenue?
Just rumors. But you never know. Things could get worse, sir. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I was packing heat up here. Didn't mean to freak you out.
Well, that's fine. It's just the last time I got a ride from someone, they shot me, so I'm a little jumpy. It's a nice gun, by the way. I used to have one just like it.
I've had this for a long time. Some idiot threw it out his window.
The head wound is painful for sure. Maybe this Dr. Donahue can help me sort things out.
Taylor warned me you might be a problem patient. Jenga. I'm just gonna assume you've got some head trauma. Let's see what's going on.
Weird question for you. Is there any way to tell whether I'm dreaming or not?
Do you want to know if you're dreaming right now? Ah. Yep, you're awake. So tell me what happened.
I woke up a few hours ago with this goose egg on my head and an injection mark on my arm. I've got no idea how I got them. As a matter of fact, I have no idea about anything over the past 7 years.
You took a pretty good shot to the head. Enough to knock you out. You caused some short-term memory loss, but not for 7 years. Let's see that mark on your arm. I think we'll need to draw some blood. Everything on your form accurate?
Everything except my name, address, and billing information.
Oh, I'm guessing your bloodstream's full of cholesterol and toxins, but I'm sure we'll find something else there, too. Have you ever had an implant?
Just one, but it was a long time ago. It was in my brain, so I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Well, that injection mark concerns me, but I don't want to speculate. I would really like to keep you overnight for observation. You mind waiting around until we figure this out?
Sure, if we can get it done in 5 minutes. While we're waiting, though, could I ask you a few questions?
I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded. I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this. Let's just keep this professional, shall we? I believe he runs a diner over on Telegraph Hill.
After leaving North Hill, I get a cab ride back to my office. After a while, I'm feeling a little better, so I hop in my speeder and head out to the address of the mystery woman, who I hope can give me info on Mason Bauers.
Nice, this is more like it. Fun fact, this is a former vacation home for 3 James Bond villains. Goldfinger! Wah, wah, wah.
This house belongs in a tax bracket that I'm most unfamiliar with. Quite the mood lighting. This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue. Hello. This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer. There's room for every member of the Brady family on here except Alice, and I never considered her part of the family anyway. Baseball card? Used to collect these as a kid. Now I collect past due notices. Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the cigarette.
Hey, buddy! Do you know 1,000 people stop smoking every day by dying, you moron? Kissing you would be like licking an ashtray. Get it, dumbass? Did you know that you and I are similar? We both are certified butthead. No, don't kill me. Have mercy.
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency. Barrels make any interior space look more rugged. It's not my style. Say hello to my little friends. Now that was a terrible year for wine. Well, there's Waldo. Well, this looks cheap. A collector's edition of Matt Cubase Tyler baseball card. I wouldn't dare thieve that. Reminds me of the time I tried to cook meatloaf. Well, that might come in handy. Must be a Barry Bonds baseball. It's got an asterisk on it. Staring at this picture is more exciting than watching a game of baseball. The soothing, sultry siren song of a red cat. Yeah, just some books. Who sells seashells by the seashore? Who sells seashells by the seashore? Hey, bada bada bada. Who sells seashells by the seashore? Who sells seashells by the seashore? Yeah, just some books. Yeah, just some books. Now that's my kind of book. Barrels make any interior space look more rugged. Barrels make any interior space look more rugged. Must have gotten these from the big and tall curtain store. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies. Nice. Bases? Oh, they're all the rage these days. This frame needs 9 baseball cards. Hello. The 8 lost rules of etiquette. Rule number 1, a friendly greeting could open doors for you. Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration. It's a key to the exclusive llama club. Classic. These baseball cards are great collectibles. That's not right. Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. There's just no accounting for good taste. Yeah, just some books. Yeah, just some books. Wrong form of its. Come on, people. No, that's not important. No, that's not important. Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school. Oh, I don't think a lot of studying went on in here with that flat-screen TV on the wall. Oh, I don't think a lot of studying went on in here with that flat-screen TV on the wall. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, if you know what I mean. This is just to trick people into thinking you read a lot. Now I could use that. My landlord always reminds me that indoor plumbing is a privilege, not a right. Ah, a remembrance of a much simpler time. Boy, I try not to look directly into a mirror because it's kind of bad for my self-esteem. Keep out of reach of children. Oh, banana flavor. Oh, I always put out fresh towels for my guests. I mean, if I had any. Lord knows I could use a plunger at my place. Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue. Another Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Gumdrops and Lollipops. I'll put this in my comic book rack collection in my office. Tsunami! 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 Yeah, rub-a-dub-dub. Yeah, I believe that's a towel. Let's see, that says oh, bath. No bidet? Sick. Tsunami! I think that's upside down. Magnets. How do they work? Really? They found someone to eat this crap? That's a terrible place for a petri dish. Never, ever stick your hand in a toaster. This coffee's been out here for days. Yep, that's a sink. Cookies? Nope, just flour. Tasty. Salty. Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible. You can really judge a person by the kind of groceries they buy. Most of the stuff's expired. It's no good to me without alcohol. Delicious jams. It's no good to me without alcohol. There must be something I can eat around here. I've always learned the hard way that the stove gets hot. Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible. I really should look into getting a kitchen for my apartment. There must be something I can eat around here. You can really judge a person by the kind of groceries they buy. Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues. Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues. Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues. You can really judge a person by the kind of groceries they buy. King Twinkie is the only royalty I recognize. King Twinkie is the only royalty I recognize. Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues. That might come in handy. Impressive, if you're into that sort of thing. If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm gonna be very upset. Sheesh, I couldn't even imagine lugging this thing up those stairs. Oh man, I hate retro things. Oh, perfect for watching someone while they sleep. Just looking at these makes me tired. Perfect place to keep a midnight snack. Some Ike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Sleep with a Swedish Fish. Put this in my comic book rack collection in my office. Must have gotten these from the Big and Tall Curtain store. Well, I see they like to keep things hot in the bedroom. Hello, what's this? Looks like another room behind this wall, but how do I open it? This petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here. Gross. This bowl is full of fruit. Vertical stripes make these chairs look taller than they actually are. Vertical stripes make these chairs look taller than they actually are. Well, no big bad wolf will be getting in here. just some books. Yeah, just some books. Must have gotten these from the big and tall curtain store. Not my size, not my style, not my day. An old Zoom portable music device. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me one of these while all the other kids were getting iPads and iPods. I remember just how I felt that day. Wonder what happened to it. Oh yeah, now I remember. Just looking at these makes me tired. Perfect place to keep a midnight snack. If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm gonna be very upset. That's plastic. It's just a plant. Impressive, if you're into that sort of thing. There's room for every member of the Brady family on here except Alice, and I never considered her part of the family anyway. I need to enter a greeting phrase under the alphanumeric keypad. Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work. Not much of a view. That was a waste of time. I don't know what I was thinking. My landlord always reminds me that indoor plumbing is a privilege, not a right. That accomplished nothing. I don't know what I was thinking. This petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here. I don't know what I was thinking. My landlord always reminds me that indoor plumbing is a privilege, not a right. Rub-a-dub-dub. That accomplished nothing. There's just no accounting for good taste. This frame needs 9 baseball cards. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school. Seems Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration. Hoping to find more information about why sleazy PI Carlos Maldonado has been keeping an eye on my place leads me to a swanky beach house where I'm delighted and surprised to meet an incredibly beautiful woman inside a home medical office. Unfortunately for me, the feeling is not mutual, and she's accompanied by a very lethal friend.
Freeze. What are you doing here?
Well, we had such a charming conversation on the vidphone, I knew I had to meet you. now I'm rethinking that.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I wish I did. Does that count?
We met just once, years ago. So did you really come here looking for me? Or are you here for Mason?
I'm sorry. The correct answer is C, all of the above. I came here to find you, but it's Mason I'm looking for.
Well, you'll have to make do with me. Mason isn't here.
So how do you know Mason?
In the biblical sense, I'm his wife, Ariel Bauers.
When was the last time you saw him?
Over a month ago.
No kidding. A wife like you, I'm surprised he ever leaves the house.
We've been legally separated for over a month. He has issues, erratic behavior, periods of deep depression. It got to be too much.
Psychological problems, huh? What are we talking here? He ties his shoe for an hour, or he walks into Burger Barn with dynamite in his pants?
I think it was just a reaction to stress. His work kept him away for weeks at a time.
So I heard your husband was a neurologist, like a brain surgeon or something.
Or something, yes. He worked in neurochemistry, how chemicals influence neural operations.
So who's he working for now?
Mason never talked about his work, even before we separated. But we stayed in touch. This was the longest he ever went without calling me. I got worried and came here. I found Maldonado's number and called to see if he knew anything.
Yeah, well, Maldonado's not going to be able to help us much because he's dead. Is that who you were coming to see on Chandler Avenue?
Yes, that's right. What happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to find out. But the trail seems to lead through your husband, who, by the way, I believe has been abducted.
Abducted? Now I'm worried sick. What are we going to do?
Well, to start with, if you could think of anything that could help me out here to find him, that would be a big help.
I will. Feel free to look around here. I wish I could stay and help, but I'll give you my number so you can call me later. And sorry about the gun to the head thing.
Oh, it's okay. I've just got one of those faces. Probably look better with a hole in it. I have my doubts about Ariel Bauers' motivation. She certainly seems to have an agenda which includes more than just her husband's well-being. What's she up to?
Hubba. Whew. Is it hot in here, or did my internal fan just crash?
Well, it feels like I'm being played for a sap.
Oh, come on. She's just getting ready to play the field. I'd like to bring her over for a debugging session.
Okay, enough. Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love. I got a feeling that's not a crochet needle. Just looking at this gives me an icky feeling. Just looking at this gives me an icky feeling. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a fax. You have a fax.